Hey, Brett here. Part three of the growing mushrooms at home. I'm going to sterilize my grain. So I let the grain dry. It only took about 6 hours, which is pretty good. It's a little bit dry in my house this time of year. What I did was I took the dry grain and I filled up some jars. I ended up with 2 jars. Here's one of them. This is 3/4 full. Since I'm going to be using a syringe and mushroom spores into this, I want about 3/4 full. If I were going grain to grain, which will be a later video, I'd only want it about half full, but we'll talk about that later. So got this. The lids, I literally poke 3 holes in these mason jar lids by the wide jar, not the narrow jar, by the wider jars. It's a bit easier to work with. These are just filters I got on Amazon. Then put that on top. Then I'm gonna tighten it and then bring it back just a bit. Aluminum foil on top of that to protect it. So that's what this looks like. I'm gonna throw it in here. And I'm going to lift this a little bit to show you what it looks like on the inside. So I put a couple of empty jars in there on the sides, and I've got 2 jars in there. And I'm going to pressure cook it. Now, I think I said in the first video it's 90 minutes, and that's true for this crock pot. Takes about 30 minutes for it to actually get into fully pressurized with as much water as I've got in there. Then about 60 minutes of pressure cooking. If I were using an InstaPot, I'd add 30 minutes to that. So I'd do 90 minutes of pressure cooking. So 60 minutes of pressure cooking. And then I'm going to turn this off, move it back there, and I won't touch it till tomorrow. I'm going to let it air dry. By letting it air dry and go very slow in the drying, any of the moisture that's on the inside of the jar that came out of the wheat berry will get absorbed back into the wheat berry. So you'll have a dry inner jar, and a dry inner jar means you're less likely to get mold. So that's why you let the wheat berries dry for a good amount of time till they're dry to the touch. This is going. It's a 90-minute timer. See you tomorrow.